Clean Bandit and Anne-Marie and Rockabye on BBC Radio Stoke. Some good news now if you live in Alsager. A new defibrillators have been installed at the cricket club. Councillor Michael Unett is chair of Alsager Town Council, which has partly funded the piece of kit, and I'm delighted to say he's with us on BBC Radio Stoke this morning. This is great then that Alsager's got another defibrillator. How important do you think it is to have them around the town?
Well, good morning, Stuart. I think it's extremely important. I think, in an emergency, I think every second counts. And, we're a small town, but we're also a very growing town. And the problem is, with the town expanding, the journey that you'd have to make with just a central defibrillator would actually be quite a journey. And we've actually found this in instance in previous years. So what we've slowly started to do is see that different venues across the town have come forward with the will to install the defibrillator, which of course benefits their customers and their members, but also the wider community around them. So we've started to see different areas of the town have their own defibrillator, so that, again, each area of the town is covered. So we're starting to get towards that point. So, how
many have you got now then?
We have quite a few now. So we have some of the town centre. We have one at the fire station in some areas of town, in the eastern end of town. We've got another one coming as well. We do have some way to go in the western end of the town, but I'm hoping that as we move forward, we'll get those areas covered as well.
And you say there it benefits people's customers. Are businesses quite happy to sort of have one in their premises if that's where you want to put it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of different organisations. So we've got a few which are at, again, local pubs, which are usually in some estates the nearest sort of community asset you've got. Again, the new ones at the cricket club. So these businesses usually come forward. They usually price up and usually go to North West Ambulance Service and St John's Ambulance and find out what are the best defibrillators. They upfront the cost, obviously, of the maintenance and the electricity. They put an application into Alsager Town Council, but also we've also found that community organisations have also come forward and put money towards this. So the Alsager Round Table has put money towards defibrillators, as well as the Alsager Lions as well.
Are they dear then? How much does a defibrillator cost? Do you know?
It depends on the type, but they generally range between 800 to 2,500. The type that's usually recommended is one in its own external cabinet. They can cost a few £100 themselves. The ones that usually talk through what you have to do in an emergency are usually the more expensive ones. So we're talking between, I think most of the ones we've had purchased in the last couple of years have been between 1,000 and 2,500.
There's never a good place to have heart problems, but it sounds like Alsager might be among the better ones now. Is that partly what it's about, that people will feel safer and, it's just something else that makes Alsager a better place to be?
Yeah, I think so. I hope that, no one will end up being in the horrible situation of needing a defibrillator, but inevitably someone will. And I hope that they'll be close enough and assist enough to help save someone's life. And I think even more important with the pressures that we've got on paramedics and the ambulance services, especially as we've seen through COVID as well, we've seen response times go up. So I think the sooner people, can get a defibrillator to somebody, but also know where they are in their locality, the better.
Well, it's great news. Thanks for talking to us about it on BBC Radio Stoke this morning. Councillor Michael Unett, chair of Alsager Town Council, with us on BBC Radio Stoke, talking about the new defibrillator that's going into the cricket club there. I was just reading the Cllr and Teen Times this morning, because that's come out today, and they publish lists of where defibs are across sort of the moorlands, which, you wouldn't normally think to look at it, but there's plenty knocking around. Blythe Bridge, Caverswall, Cheadle, Boundary, Croxton, Dillorn, Draycott. I mean, it goes on, Threatwood, Waterfall, Warrington, Wiston. They're all over the place, these things, which has to be a good thing, because, as Councillor Unett was saying there, time matters in these kind of things, and the quicker you can get someone, if that's what they need, defibrillated, the better. 0800 121 80 80 is my number. We go back to your comments on